And now for our feature presentation.
The Breeze, presented in THX, where available.
Alright everyone, it's now time for me to attempt to start an all-new run at Jeopardy Deluxe Edition for the SNES. I'm currently got a run for the Sega Genesis version going with $9,600. Let's see how the SNES version goes. Taking on Jenny and Rob. Here we go. We have 6 categories. They are potpourri, nuclear physics, design, Holland, literary terms, and finally, international trivia. Okay. These are pretty decent categories. I will keep them and start with potpourri for 100.
The answer is...
To kowtow to the emperor, your head should touch the floor this many times after each kneeling. Three times. All right. Potpourri for 200.
The answer is...
Okay. As a major leaguer, he won more games than any other, but he lost even more than he won. Jenny rings in. Connie Mack. Yes. So Jenny got that one right. She's on the board. Moving on. Literary terms for 100. Oh, daily double. Just like that. And she's going to wager 500, the maximum allowed, so here we go. A figure of speech, similar to a simile, but not using like or as, and she doesn't know. That would be a metaphor. It's a metaphor. Let's move on. Design for 100.
The answer is...
Oak Park, a Chicago suburb, has been called the museum of his Prairie School of Architecture. I'm going to say, who was Frank Lloyd Wright? Yes, I'm on the board now. Design for 200.
The answer is...
The Romans used colored stone or glass backed by gold foil to make these intricate artworks. And he rings in. Mosaics. Yep, mosaic. We're going on. Literary terms for 200.
The answer is...
It's part of a book containing a listing of terms used in it and their meanings. What is a glossary? Correct. Literary terms for 300.
The answer is...
Term for words whose pronunciations suggest their meanings. What is homophone? No, so I lose all my money. Jenny rings in. She doesn't know, so she'll go deeper in the hole at minus 400. Telephone rings. What fun do we have? Okay. And Rob doesn't know, so everybody lost out that one. So he's at minus 300. The right answer was onomatopoeia. Onomatopoeia. Okay. Literary terms for 400.
The answer is.
Technique named by William James which shows thoughts moving through a character's mind. It's a stream of consciousness. Jenny got it. Okay, so she's out of the hole. We move on. Potpourri for 300.
The answer is.
According to the camp song, it was sad when this great ship went down. I think I know. See if Rob knows this. If he gets it right, then he'll be out of the hole and we'll have a three-way tie. The Titanic. Yeah, that was my guess. But I wasn't sure enough, so everybody's out of the hole now. We have a three-way tie with everybody with 0. Nuclear physics for 100.
The answer is.
Almost all of an atom's mass is contained within this. What is the nucleus? Correct. Nuclear physics for 200.
The answer is.
Okay. If present use continues, the 235 isotope of this element will become scarce during the 1990s. What is uranium? Yay. Nuclear physics for 300.
The answer is.
Also called an atomic pile, it produces and controls nuclear energy at the power plant. Jenny rings in. Reactor. It's the reactor. Nuclear physics for 400.
The answer is.
Energy used in Star Trek torpedoes, released when an excited electron drops back down. Not too sure about this one. Let's see if Rob knows it. A photon. Correct. Okay, he's in the lead now. Nuclear physics for 500.
The answer is.
Country in which Hahn and Strassmann first split the atom. I think it's Germany, but I'm not sure. Let's see if Jenny knows this. Oh, I would have been right. It is Germany. So Jenny takes the lead. She's at $800 right now, and we continue. International trivia for 100.
The answer is.
Answer there. Some of these African little people get their protein from eating winged termites. Who are the pygmies? International trivia for 200.
The answer is.
The current official name of the Mounties. What is the Royal Canadian Mounted Police? Yes. International trivia for 300.
The answer is.
The color of Bermuda's buses and beaches. What is pink? Correct. I'll take international trivia for 400.
The answer is.
Answer there. This Bohemian capital took its name from the family name of England's King William III. What is Nassau? International trivia for 5.
The answer is.
These Pacific islands, known for their odd wildlife, are also called the Archipelago de Colón. Oh, I think I know it. Yeah, the Galapagos Islands, that was my guess, but I didn't ring in time. So Rob takes second place, and we continue. Literary terms for 500.
The answer is.
Blushing crow for crushing blow is one of these, named for an English clergyman. It is a spoonerism. So at this point, Jenny and I are tied for the lead. 1,300 apiece. Holland for 100.
The answer is.
In Holland, he's known as Sinterklaas. Sinterklaas. Who is Santa Claus? And I'll take the lead with $1,400. I'll take Holland for 200.
The answer is.
The Holland Herald is this airline's in-flight magazine. Oh, I think I know it. I'm not sure. KLM Royal Dutch Airlines. Yeah, KLM, that was my guess. So now Rob enters the 4 figures. We only have 8 clues left. Potpourri for 400.
The answer is.
The first Europeans to arrive in Minnesota were explorers from this country. Not too sure about this one. It's France. But you got France. Rob got that one correct. Design for 3.
The answer is.
After the Great Fire of London, he oversaw a rebuilding of 51 churches in addition to St. Paul's. Jenny got it right. Christopher Wren. Now she's in the lead with 1,600. Design for 400.
The answer is.
These fantastic figures, human and animal, were so named because they were first found in a grotto. Rob buzzes in. Grotesques. The right answer, grotesques. Continue. Rob takes the lead. Design for 500.
The answer is.
Mies van der Rohe designed a famous chair that shares its name with this Spanish city. Oh. Well, Jenny rings in. Barcelona. Oh, okay. Okay, so she's in the lead with $2,100. We have 4 clues left. Holland for 300.
The answer is.
Okay. At Klompenburg in Amsterdam, you can watch these being made. What are wooden shoes? Holland for 4. Please.
The answer is.
The hat collars of porters of this food at the Alkmaar market indicate the guild they work for. What is cheese? And in the lead. Tied for the lead anyway. Holland for 5.
The answer is.
Aruba separated from this island group in 1986 and will be fully independent in 1996. Oh. Well, Rob doesn't know. I'm going to say we're the Netherlands Antilles. Yay, I got it. Now the last clue.
The answer is.
Answer there. This Florida lake is the second largest body of fresh water wholly in the U.S. What is Lake Okeechobee? And that will take me up to $3,100. So at the end of the Jeopardy round, I'm at 3,100. Jenny, 2,100. Rob, 1,400. Here we go. Categories for Double Jeopardy are famous folks, philosophy, women in history, U.S. states, P's and Q's, each letter in quotation marks, and finally, westerns. Alright, so let's go ahead and get underway with Double Jeopardy. Famous folks for 200.
The answer is.
And the answer there. His real name was Eric Hilliard Nelson. Hilliard was his mother's stage name. Who is Rick Nelson? Ricky Nelson? Yep. I'll take famous folks for 4.
The answer is.
Most of the songs she sang on her Broadway album were written by Stephen Sondheim. Rob brings in Barbara Streisand. That was my guess, but wasn't too sure. So Rob adds $400 to his score, and we go on. Women in history for 200.
The answer is.
Chiang Ching got into a lot of trouble in the late 70s for hanging out with this gang. What is the Gang of 4? Correct. Women in history for 400.
The answer is.
3 days before her execution as a spy, she wrote to President Eisenhower asking for clemency. Okay. Rob brings in Ethel Rosenberg. Once again, that was my guess, but I didn't trust it enough to ring in. 2,200, Rob. The westerns for 200.
The answer is.
Okay. The author of True Grit had this star of the movie in mind when he wrote the book. Who is John Wayne? Correct. Take westerns for 400, please.
The answer is.
The 1881 gun battle took less than 1 minute in real life, but over 5 minutes on screen in 1957. What is the OK Corral? Shoot. Yeah. I'll take westerns for 600.
The answer is.
William Boyd played this character in 66 films. Not too sure about this one. And that was Jenny who rung in. Let's see if she knows it. Hopalong Cassidy. Yep. So we're going on. Women in history for 600.
The answer is.
In 1969, this 21-year-old MP from Northern Ireland was convicted of inciting to riot. Rob brings in Bernadette Devlin. Oh, and it's already dark outside at 5:37 in the evening, so we continue. Yes, states for 200.
The answer is.
State with an entire museum devoted to barbed wire, but as far as we know, there's no Toto museum. What is Kansas? U.S. states for 400.
The answer is.
This state was the setting for Edna Ferber's 1958 novel, Ice Palace. What is Alaska? Yep. U.S. states for 600. Daily double. Well, okay. I have a big lead right now, $4,700. I can risk any or all of it. I feel pretty good about U.S. states, so I'm going to go all in. Okay, for a total of $9,400 if I answer correctly. Here's the clue. South Carolina's flag has a blue field with this state tree in the center. What is the oak? No. It's the palmetto. Oh, palmetto. Shoot. So it cost me a lot of money, but there's still time left to get it back. U.S. states for 800.
The answer is.
This Southeast state's official seal depicts an Indian girl throwing flowers. Oh man, I can't believe I lost all that money. It's Florida. Jenny got it. And I know Alex Fool is going to get me because he's from South Carolina. Oh well, it happens. Westerns for 800. The other daily double. I have no idea how much Jenny's going to risk. We'll find out after this clue. 1992 blockbuster Western starring Clint Eastwood. She doesn't know, but I do. It's Unforgiven. And she bet the farm. Unforgiven. So she's tied with me right now for second place. But hey, Jenny, I'm used to that. I'm used to that. P's and Q's for 200.
The answer is.
Answer there. 2 bits of a piece of 8. 2 bits of a piece of 8. What is a 2 bits of a piece of 8? What is a quarter? Yes. I'll take P's and Q's for 400.
The answer is.
It's often called Atlanta's most famous street. What is a peach tree? Yep. P's and Q's for 600.
The answer is.
For hundreds of years, it was the only effective remedy for malaria. What is quinine? It's going to double my money to $1,200. P's and Q's for 800.
The answer is.
A nasty little lobster might grab you with one of these. What is a pincher? P's and Q's for 1,000.
The answer is.
It can be the highest point on a mountain or the highest point on a roof. And Jenny rings in. Well, at least I got $2,000 on my money back so far, and it's the pinnacle. Pinnacle. Jenny's on the board with $1,000. Let's move on. Westerns for 1,000.
The answer is.
He made nearly 60 Western films, including Wagon Master and The Searchers. Not too sure about this. Oh, wait, maybe I do know it. John Ford. Oh, okay, well, that wasn't my guess, so it's a good thing Jenny got it instead of me. Tied with me for second place. Women in History 800.
The answer is.
This queen of Egypt had 6 daughters, 2 of whom later became queen. Who was Nefertiti? Yep. Tied for the lead now. Famous women for 1,000, or women in history for 1,000.
The answer is.
Named to this post by FDR, Frances Perkins was the first woman to hold a position in this cabinet. I'm not too sure about this. Let's see if Jenny knows this. Secretary of Labor, she got it. So she has a $200 lead over Rob and I at the moment. Famous folks for 600.
The answer is
Jacqueline Kennedy Onassis was an editor of this singer's autobiography, Moonwalk. Oh. We're about to get ready Unknown Fox in here. Hello, Jay.
Yeah.
I'm going to say who is Cher. Right now we're doing a game of Jeopardy Deluxe Edition for the SNES.
Okay.
Which we're in double Jeopardy, but right now I'm in last place with 2,200.
I know you can come back.
Thanks. Rob brings in. Oh, Michael Jackson! Oh, of course. Christ. It's alright. There's 8 clues left. Philosophy for 200.
the answer is
Okay. To both a philosopher and a fish, it's a group or movement to which he belongs. What is a school? There we go. Philosophy for 400.
the answer is
Plato considered him his brightest student and called him the mind of the school. Who was Aristotle? Yes. Philosophy for 600.
the answer is
Because they met on Athens' Stoa Poikil, the painted porch, Zeno students were called this. Jenny buzzes in. Does she know? Stoics. Stoics. Okay, Stoics, however you say it. She takes the lead. But we go on. Alright, famous folks for 800.
the answer is
Star of Witness and Top Gun, who now owns a restaurant in Key West, Florida, who is Kelly McGinnis. Or did I not spell her name correctly, her last name? Oh, McGillis, not McGinnis. So Rob got that one. It's okay. That's alright. Philosophy 800.
the answer is
We're pretty sure Pyrrho of Ellis began this school of philosophy, but you can never be certain. Skepticism. Okay, we're going on. We have 3 clues left. Famous folks for 1,000.
the answer is
Stedham Graham is her steady boyfriend, or Stedman Graham is her steady boyfriend. Oprah Winfrey? Well, Rob rings in. Did he get it? Ah, it is Oprah Winfrey. That's okay. Still 2 clues left, so anything can happen. U.S. states for 1,000.
the answer is
This state's Black Warrior National Forest was renamed in honor of Tallulah Bankhead's dad. I don't know. Does Jenny know? Alabama. Oh, okay. Oh boy, I don't know. Here's the last clue. It's in Philosophy for 1,000.
the answer is
Leibniz's optimistic view of the world was ridiculed by Voltaire in this work. What is Candide? That is correct. So at the end of the double Jeopardy round, I'm at 3,000. Rob 5,200. Jenny 5,400. Yep. And it's not over yet. So I can still win. I just have to hope that Jenny and Rob mess up. I just have to hope they mess up. Category is the human body. Okay, so we're not going to know what the clue is until I answer it. Because when the computer players answer, the clue is hidden. Rob? I have no choice. I'm going to have to go all in.
That's fine. Suggest.
Scientists working independently discovered this blood factor in both 1939 and 1940. What is the RH factor?
I'm pretty sure that's correct.
Okay.
Final Jeopardy answer is.
If it's the RH factor, it is. So I'm going to double my money to $6,000. I just have to hope that Rob and Jenny got it wrong and the phone rings. Oh, it's for me. It's for me. Hang on. Hello? Hey. Oh, well, I'm at home and my service is bad, so my phone's not on. On Skype with who? Oh, I tried calling them earlier, but they ignored my calls. Earlier today? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Well, I tried calling them a couple hours ago, but they ignored my call. Yeah. Well, they could have been, but I don't know.